What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another video, and this is going to be the 4th episode of the AC Milan career mode. And as you can see, we start off with the game at home against Sassuolo. If you missed the last couple of episodes, go check those out. In the 3rd episode, Bonaventura was absolutely on fire. He's top of the goal-scoring charts in the Serie A right now with 6 goals in 6 games. Bacca, though, has not scored yet. He does have 1 assist in 6 games, so eventually he's going to have to start scoring. But for now, Bonaventura has been doing very well for us, getting loads of goals. Isco's got 2 as well, and that's the lineup that we're going to go into the next game with. So hopefully Bacca can get a goal in this one. It's a fairly weak opponent. I mean, Sassuolo aren't a bad team, but it is at home, and they're not of the same quality as us. But we really need Bacca to start scoring because we can't rely on our midfielders to score goals for the entire season. But hopefully we can get a few goals in this game. Still 0-0. Paleta with a yellow card pretty early on. Just past halftime now. Still no goals. It's getting a little bit worrying. We don't need a 0-0 draw right now. 75 minutes played. Oh, come on. Well, we've drawn 0-0 at home against Sassuolo, and that is a bad result. There's no sugarcoating it. That is a very bad result, especially considering we were top of the league. We're probably not going to be for very much longer because Juventus have a game in hand, and we're now only 1 point ahead of them. I'm going to go into training real quick. Locatelli, what's wrong with him? Oh, he's injured. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did that happen in the most recent game? Didn't even pay attention to that. I don't... Why is he injured? Where are injuries at? Injuries are... Oh, right there. Okay. So... Where were we at? There we are. Locatelli, he's out for 5 weeks. Wow, that... I don't know where that came from, but that is really unfortunate. I do know who I'm going to replace him for... in these training sessions, and it's going to be Mastor, our Cam, that is 18 years old. I'm sure you've heard of Mastor. You know, he's always tipped to be a really good player on, like, you know, if you play Football Manager or any. And he's got pretty decent potential in FIFA as well. He's kind of similar to Odegaard, though, in that he's been, you know, hyped up for a pretty long time, but hasn't actually done too much to back it up yet. But I mean, hopefully both of them can develop into great players, especially Odegaard, obviously, because he plays for the club that I support. He's on loan somewhere right now. Can't recall where at the moment, but anyways. So yeah, hopefully we can get Mastor up in the ratings, because I do want him to be a big part of the club in the future. Now, Bacca's now gone 7 games in the league without scoring a goal, so I am going to mix things up a little bit. I guess we've already made the amount of shirt sales we needed in this this career mode. We were supposed to make 50,000 or 50 million from shirt sales even, and we've already done that. So very nice. Donnarumma is on international duty right now, so I guess we won't be playing him. I'll just throw our 3rd choice striker in for these. And then every time Donnarumma is out on international duty, I'll train him in there instead. So yeah, he's already went up 1 rating, you know, in 1 training session, so that's nice. I might train him a couple of training sessions actually. Might give him a little bit of a go. I might start him in the next game. So I wanted to mix things up. I'm thinking about putting either Isco or Bonaventura in the false 9 role. You know, in a formation with a center forward. I can either do that, or I can play our 2nd choice striker, Lapadula, or Coltrone here, our 3rd choice striker. For the moment, I'm going to switch Bonaventura to center, see if he can get a little bit more involved there. Hopefully he can keep scoring goals. I'm going to try Lapadula, because Bacca's just not been scoring that many goals recently, and I'm actually going to put Delafeu in for Cornet as well, because Cornet hasn't really impressed too much. We do have Delafeu. He's on loan, so I don't really care too much to play him, because I mean, any progression that he gets as a player, you know, isn't going to matter because he's going to leave at the end of the season. but he is still a player in the club that's pretty decent. So I'll give him a go out at left wing because obviously Niang is injured. If you missed the last few episodes, yeah, Niang's out for a while. So I'm going to try a little bit different, well, a lot different of a team, really. I mean, we've mixed up our striker and left wing. We've been playing with pretty much the same starting 11 up until this point, so those are big changes to important positions. Hopefully, one or both of them can impress there, maybe warrant to themselves a spot in the future. But Bonaventura back in the goal-scoring form that we saw him in last episode, 7 minutes in. Very nice from him. It's his 7th goal in the league this season, but it was cancelled out. But Delafeu immediately afterwards making it 2-1 again, giving us the lead. So nice to see Delafeu scoring. That means I'm probably going to start him in the next game. Kuchka has made it 3-1 in the 78th minute, and that's going to be the win. Yep, there we go, 3-1 win. Much better performance than what we did against Sassuolo in the previous game. Now, how did Lapadula do? I'm going to check his rating, because I think that's the first game he's played this season. No, okay, so I guess he's been making a lot of appearances from the subs bench. Wow, he's got no goals in any of those appearances either. He's not in great form either, so I'm not going to start him again, but I am going to keep Delafeu in there. So yeah, I do want to mix things around a little bit until we find something that works with the strikers up front. Baca's probably going to get sold in January at this rate. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but I'm going to try and bring in Ibra. I've got him on the short list right now. I'm either going to try and bring him in on this in January, or I'm going to get him on a pre-contract, whichever. Because I mean, obviously he's only at Man United on a 1-year contract. So yeah, we could definitely use him right now, because I'm sure he'd be doing better than what other strikers are. But we've got Juventus next. So I'm going to give Baca a go here just because he's the best player on paper. And this isn't really the time to be messing with the squad too much. It is at home, so I would say we are the slight favorites. Baca, I mean, he knows I'll drop him now because I dropped him for that match. So hopefully he'll try a little bit harder in this game. A lot of our players are in really good form. We've got Abate, Grimaldo, Bonaventura, and Delafeu all with the straight up form arrow. So that's the lineup we're going to go with against Juventus. This is a big game. I'm not sure what this is called, because like obviously Real Madrid versus Barcelona is like El Clasico. I don't remember what this is called. Juventus versus AC Milan. I'm sure there's a name for it. I don't remember what it is. I might put it in the title of the video if I remember to look it up. But yeah, AC Milan versus Juventus. This is a 6-pointer for sure. We're 1 point ahead of them in the table, and obviously they're going to be our main title challengers throughout the season. So this is a massive game. It's at home too, so it's a game I'm expecting to win. Yeah, 10 minutes in, no early goals. I say that immediately afterwards. Isco puts us 1-0 up from the penalty mark. He is on penalties, but Mandzukic so leveling for Juventus, and it's 1-1 just into the second half. I would take a draw, but I really think that we can win this game. 70 minutes played, still 0-0. No substitutions yet. Final whistles come in, and there it is, a 1-1 draw. Not a terrible result, but not a great result. I mean, I'll take it at this point in the season. I would have hoped for a win, though. At least we didn't drop points to our main rivals, although Inter Milan are our city rivals, and I mean, some would argue bigger rivals than Juventus. When I say rivals, I mean like in terms of who's more likely to challenge us for the title. But Inter Milan, is ahead of us now, so maybe they'll be challenging for the title in FIFA. Obviously, in real life, they're not really, no one's challenging for the title other than Juventus. But maybe Inter Milan will give them a go as well. It is us, Inter, and Juventus at the top of the table there. All three of the top positions. So that's interesting. Pretty early on, you can see who the favorites are, kind of. So Baca again didn't get a goal in that game, so I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm going to try Niang up front, because he is back from injury. He can play at striker, and Delafeu is still in form, so I'm going to keep playing him out wide. And yeah, Niang, I have managed AC Milan in past FIFAs, and Niang was a striker then, so I always used him when I managed AC Milan. I'm going to keep the bench the way it is there. Locatelli's also back, but he is still in a slight injury. You know, actually, I don't want him being risked off the bench, so I'm going to put Mastor in instead. So yeah, there we go. There's our starting lineup for the next game, and I'll probably play this one and two more, or this one and plus one more in this episode. Maybe. Who do we have next? We have. All right, sure. Yeah, I'll play that one, I guess. So yeah, we'll do this one plus one more. We got Genoa away. It's not going to be easy. They're 5th in the table right now, and it's an away game, so you know, away game's always difficult. But let's get right into it. We and again, last match we had to rely on a midfielder in Isco. It was from the penalty mark, but yeah, again, you know, a midfielder keeping us in it. Hopefully Niang can get a goal. This is his first game of the season at striker, so we'll see how he can do. Kuchka has been sent off from a second yellow, and that is not great. We're 1-0 down as well. Veloso missed a penalty for them. Grimaldo has picked up an injury. Niang has scored though to save us a point. So yeah, that was a very bad game for us. A red card, an injury, but we did get a late equalizer in Niang, which is, you know, very good because, you know, he's actually the first striker that's scored for us this season. No one that's played at the striker position has scored in the league this season. So, I mean, there is one positive from the game. I'll have to check how long Grimaldo is going to be out for. He didn't get subbed out. Not sure how many substitutions we'd used at that point. Let's see. They growing the club. What does that mean? I don't know which one they're talking about. Oh, okay. So they want the salary growth to go under 17%. Whatever. I don't care about that one. Ooh, he's out 8 weeks. The injuries have been very bad this season. We had Niang out for a while, then Locatelli, and now Grimaldo. All of our younger players seem to be picking up injuries. So Grimaldo is going to go out. We do have Antonelli, though, who's the same rating. He's just a little bit older. So we're not going to suffer too much from that. We need a backup outside back for the bench, though, and that's going to be Calabria there. Just realized we had 2 center backs on the bench. We don't need 2 center backs on the bench. So I'm gonna put Cotrone, or no, I'm gonna put Baca. I'm gonna get Baca in there, have Cotrone there as well, just so that you know, either of them can come off the bench at any given time. We also need to replace Kuchka, who got red carded. So Souza is gonna make, I believe, this is his first competitive appearance of the season, and Locatelli is gonna go on the bench despite that slight knock that he's, you know, still got. You know, he's not fully fit yet, but that's the lineup we're going to go with. And this is going to be the last game of the episode. Hopefully we can finish on a win. Still haven't lost in the league this season, so we're still undefeated. But we have got a couple of draws now. If we win this, we will go top of the table. If we draw it, we'll go level on second, but hopefully we'll pick up the 3 points. Pescara is not that difficult of a team to beat. Okay, so there's the kickoff. Not really any. I mean, they've got Gilardino and Pepe. Oh, but they've scored. They've got, you know, a couple of players that used to be really good that aren't as good anymore. But they're 1-0 up on us so far. Niang, though, his second goal in 2 games as a striker has made it 1-1. But we really need another goal. We can't afford a draw against such a weak opponent at home. Come on, 10 minutes left. Oh my gosh, what is this? How are we gonna... Oh, that's our second home draw of today, and that is just ridiculous. Pescara are not a good team. Where are they in the league? They're 15th in the league, and we're drawing to them at home. That is not acceptable at all. I'm gonna need to make some changes in the next episode. You know, Niang, we finally have a striker that's scoring goals, but now we're struggling in the rest of the team. But yeah, that's the table. The end of the 4th episode. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.